He's finally matched his meat. You really licked his ass.
Oh, no. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Love Lauren here and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a part of this amazing community. I hope you're enjoying my channel. Today I'm going to be checking out Demolition Man from 1993, which a bunch of you guys in the community recommended to me ever since I watched the first Rambo and the second Rambo. I know there's still a couple Rambo movies that I need to get to, but I really love Sylvester Stallone and you guys told me that I need to check this movie out, so I'm very excited for it. I of course know Sylvester Stallone is in this, and Wesley Snipes and Sandra Bullock, and I think a few other notable actors, but I've actually never seen a movie with Wesley Snipes in it. A couple months ago I was gonna watch the Blade movies but never got around to it. Ended up putting them on the back burner, so I hope to get to those at some point in the future. I know he's really well known for the Blade movies, but I'm very excited to be checking out Demolition Man today, and I hope you guys are too. So without further ado, grab your chicky nuggies, grab your chalky milk, and let's jump in! Los Angeles, 1996. Oh man. Los Angeles looking kind of rough. It's always kind of looked a little rough, but damn, it's on fire. Jeez, it's like a war zone out here.
You're doing a good deed.
Want to give us a better reason?
And I got a real bad hunch where those passengers are, who that maniac is. Simon Phoenix.
Jeez, the LAPD is like militarized.
Send the maniac to catch one.
Oh my god! Is that how you're supposed to jump out of a helicopter? Damn, it's just putting us right into the action. Damn, he's just doing this all solo right now?
You're under arrest.
Arrest? Shit.
Shit.
Where are the passengers?
Yes, the passengers. You. Passengers are gone.
Where are the hostages?
To hell with the hostages.
Oh, that's cool. His eyes are like two different colors.
Go ahead. You up to your ass in gasoline. Set your ass on fire.
Is it cold in here? Or is it just me?
Oh my god, that evil laugh.
I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached.
I'll keep that in mind.
He seems very maniacal, doesn't he? Oh my god. Just leveled that building.
Not me this time, Healy. He dumped the gas and rigged the place to blow.
Oh, yeah, right. You had nothing to do with it.
So where are the hostages?
They're not here.
What do you mean they're not here? Wrong again. Hey, you got something to say, scumbag? Hey, get him out of here. Bodies everywhere. There must be 20 or 30. They're everywhere.
Oh no.
You guys spend a lot of quality time together.
See you, sweetie. Honey, sugar.
Honey, sugar. He's kind of giving me like Joker vibes. He's quite the villain. Very maniacal.
Sergeant Spartan, you've been sentenced to 70 years, sub-zero rehabilitation for the involuntary manslaughter of 30 innocent civilians.
Oh.
During which your behavior will be altered through synaptic suggestion.
Wait, so what are they doing to him exactly? Oh, they're putting him in like some liquid goop. So they're just like freezing him for 70 years? Is that what they said his sentence was? And it's gonna change his behavior at the same time? I wonder how they do that. It's supposed to rehabilitate him or something? Damn, 2032 already.
Report to Level A conference room.
Oh, there's that other guy. Oh, he got frozen too.
Mellow greetings, Warden William Smithers. Be well, Lieutenant Lenina.
Sandra Bullock.
I find this lack of stimulus to be truly disappointing. Don't you think?
I try not to. I'll fiber off you back after the morning parole hearings. Be well.
Be well.
Vector 137, Santa Monica Boulevard.
Wow.
Retina coding accepted. Warden William Smithers, be well.
Be well? Is that their greeting? Wow, society is looking kind of different.
No police presence is requested in the city at this time.
Boy, how exciting.
That's it. Food, glorious food. People are hungry. We got nothing left to lose.
Wow. San Angeles Police Department?
Greetings, Erwin.
I didn't know Rob Schneider was in this.
San Angeles Police Department. If you prefer an automated response, press 1 now.
Why would anyone prefer an automated response? What the hell?
There was a defacement of public buildings.
Really? Brutal.
I monitored your disheartening and distressing comments to the warden this morning. Your fascination with the vulgar 20th century seems to be affecting your better judgment.
Thank you for the attitude readjustment, Chief Earl. Info assimilated.
Sanctimonious ass.
Lenina Huxley, you are fined 1/2 credit.
Wait, what? Did she just get cited for saying ass?
Don't you get bored code tracing perps who break curfew and tell dirty jokes?
Cannot get over the reality of this office, Lenina Huxley.
Oh, look at the Lethal Weapon poster on the wall. I still need to watch that movie.
Holy smokes! I mean, is there anything in this office which doesn't violate?
Weren't they both in Miss Congeniality? Wasn't he in that movie as well? I recognize him.
Let's get this one over quick. Do you have anything fresh to say on your behalf? I thought not.
Teddy bear.
Oh my god, how did he just get out of those restraints?
Morton, let's get this over quickly.
Retina coding accepted.
Oh,
Warden
did he
William
pull his eye
Smithers.
out? Oh.
Yeah, you too.
Ooh. God.
What's a 187?
Northwest
I don't know.
quadrant. Murder, death, kill, murder. Last recorded offense, September 25th, 2010.
Oh wow, so that was like a long time ago.
What's the matter with all of you?
The cryo prison, sir. 3 non-sanctioned life terminations.
They all look really shook.
Simon Phoenix. He's evil in a way you've never read about. You don't get it, Lenina Huxley. Phoenix isn't coded.
Jeez, he has quite the rap sheet.
Who's the worst?
Emergency, code 187. Emergency, murder, death, kill.
Another
Murder,
one?
death, kill. Tracking Dr. Mostow. 187. Deceased.
Locate precise code fix on doctor's conveyance.
Fixing location, Beverly Hills. Doctor's vehicle has been code fixed.
Glorious.
Doctor's vehicle has been...
I guess she's getting the action she wanted.
Doctor's vehicle has been code fixed. Approaching the corner of Wilshire.
What was that? Was that a high five they just did? Were they rubbing hands together?
You are an incredibly sensitive man who inspires joy feeling.
Get out of here.
Excuse me, citizen. Greetings, citizen. How are you feeling on this glorious day? You look great today.
City of San Angeles.
Damn, I'm possessed. Wonder if I can play the accordion.
Yeah, how does he know how to work all this stuff?
The name friendly. Edgar friendly. Don't you have someone to kill? Someone to kill.
Where the goddamn guns? You.
Your repeated violation of the verbal parameter.
That is really silly that it gives you a citation for cursing. Like, come on.
Is it fast, too?
You are fined 1 credit for violation of...
This society seems like really cushy compared to what it used to be.
Simon Phoenix, lie down with your hands behind your back.
6 of you, such nice, tidy uniforms. Oh, I'm so scared. You guys don't have sarcasm anymore?
Maniac has responded with a scornful remark.
They have no idea what to do. They look so clueless.
Lie down on the ground or else.
Lucky number 7.
Oh.
We're police officers. We're not trained to handle this kind of violence.
They should be trained to handle violence, but they seem kind of clueless. I guess they've just never dealt with like a real criminal before, so they just don't know what to do. Okay, so just a little foreshadowing here. I'm guessing they're gonna unfreeze Sylvester Stallone's character, Spartan. I think they're gonna unfreeze him to deal with this situation, since they seem really unequipped to deal with like actual criminals. They're in such a cush society now where like nothing bad ever happens. So I'm guessing they're gonna unfreeze him so that he can deal with the Phoenix situation. Just my guess.
I want you to do everything in your power to snare this agent of destruction.
It will be done, Dr. Cocteau. Everything in our power. What else is there?
John Spartan. They called him the Demolition Man.
Pardon file 98761C LAPD.
Different times then. Different times.
How can you justify destroying a $7 million mini mall to rescue a girl whose ransom was only $25,000?
You wait. He's clearly the man for a job such as this.
He's a muscle-bound grotesque.
Simon Phoenix is an old-fashioned criminal. We need an old-fashioned cop.
That's what I was saying. I figured this was gonna happen. Their police department, they're not equipped to deal with actual criminals. So best thing to do is bring someone in that can, I suppose. I wonder if he's gonna be like the same or different after they unfreeze him. Because they said in the beginning that it was like supposed to rehabilitate him and change his behavior. I wonder if he's gonna be like the same as he was, or if he's gonna be different.
Hunting down an escaped cryocon by releasing another one?
Dr. Cocteau said everything within our power. I can't think of a better idea. Now, the reason that you have been released is...
How long have I been under?
36 years.
I had a wife.
Oh.
What happened to my wife?
She died. In an earthquake.
Aww.
I had a daughter. I made a promise. What happened to her?
We didn't thaw you out for a family reunion. Consider it fortunate the lieutenant even bothered to do a probe on your wife.
Jeez, what a dick.
Simon Phoenix.
What?
This morning, Simon Phoenix escaped. We've had 11 murder-death kills so far. And we are, quite frankly, not equipped to deal with this situation. The Santa Barbara, Los Angeles, San Diego Metroplex were merged in 2011.
Ah, that's why they call it San Angeles.
What's a Marlboro? It's a cigarette, any cigarette.
Smoking is not good for you, and has been deemed that anything not good for you is bad. Alcohol, caffeine, contact sports, meat.
Are you shitting me?
Meat? Wait, what? Contact sports, meat?
John Spartan, you are fined 1 credit.
Bad language, chocolate, gasoline.
Chocolate?
Abortion is also illegal, but then again, so is pregnancy if you don't have a license.
Caveman.
What? Wow.
I tracked that dirtbag for 2 years. And when I finally bring him down, you turn me into an ice cube.
Not many people get a second chance, John Spartan.
Oh, he went to the bathroom. I guess he got all thawed out.
Wow, look at him looking sharp.
We are not used to physical contact.
Oh, that's why they do that. No physical contact. Okay.
You're out of toilet paper.
Did you say toilet paper?
They used handfuls of wadded paper back in the 20s.
Place where you're supposed to have the toilet paper, you got this little shelf with 3 seashells on it.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
What is that laugh?
Is that you, Spartan?
Zach Lamb? What happened to you?
I got older.
You're a damn good flyer.
You are fine.
He's probably gonna be racking up a lot of citations.
This is how insecure heterosexual males used to bond.
Thanks a lot, you.
You are fine. You are not.
Sensors all over the city can zero in on anyone at any time.
Ooh.
Police officers did before it was developed.
We work for a living. This fascist crap makes me want to puke.
What do you think you're scratching, caveman?
Oh man, they put a chip in him too.
It was implanted the second you thought.
Why didn't you just shove a leash up my ass?
You're going back, John Spartan. Oh, yes, you're going back. It is determined he will attempt to set up a new drug lab and form a crime syndicate.
But that's really f***ing stupid. Do you think he wants to start a business? Phoenix is going for a gun.
The only place a person can even view a gun in this city is at a museum.
So he's going to a museum?
Welcome to the San Angeles Museum of History of 2010. You are now entering the Hall of Violence, a visual representation.
The Hall of Violence? I can't believe they turned it into a museum.
Resetting all biolinks for new driver.
I love his sunglasses.
Wait.
They're giving me like Sarah Connor vibes, like the one she wore in Terminator 2.
Initialize sequence now.
You drive.
He's like, I don't know how to drive this thing.
Perhaps you'd like to hear an oldies station. Oldies?
Here's that classic you've all been waiting for. The #1 request of the day.
Oh no, what is this?
Even kids with chicken pox love hot dogs. I love hot dogs. Kids love to.
Him in the back seat, he's like so over it. Oh man, found the guns.
You gotta wait that 15-day waiting period? Or can I just like take one now?
Oof, why would you do that?
What seems to be your boggle?
My boggle? How much do you weigh?
Oh no.
Wait a minute. This is the future. We're all a phase of guns. So what? It needs batteries? I mean, where the do you find batteries in the future? Was a battery store around, mother? Can I? What? Where's the Radio Shack?
Where's the Radio Shack? Wow.
Excuse me, Rambo. I need to borrow this.
Rambo!
Hey, Luke Skywalker. Use the Force.
It's a glow rod. It's what we got.
Does it work? Guess so.
God damn. He's like a kid in a candy store.
What can I say? I'm a blast from the past.
Should have stayed there.
Spartan? John Spartan? Oh, they let anybody into this century. They defrosted you just so you could lasso my piddly ass. Damn, you been hacked. Ooh, wow. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Mag now reactivated.
It's about time.
Oh my gosh. Damn, he's got some good moves.
You're on TV.
Oh, jeez.
That's Spartan.
Forgot to say Simon Says.
Oh. Jeez. That was quite the reunion they had there.
Don't worry, I'll get you with the next shot.
I don't think so. No kiss kiss, no bang bang. Isn't there a thought repeating in that barbaric brain of yours? Don't you have someone to kill?
This guy put this whole thing in motion.
Then go and do your job.
Venus!
Wow.
You don't know how lucky you are that maniac didn't whack you.
You scared him away. I don't know how to thank you. You saved my life.
He's finally matched his meat. You really licked his ass.
No.
I would like to invite you to join me to dinner. I would like you to accompany me to Taco Bell.
You're gonna get some Crunchwrap Supremes!
I have in fact perused some newsreels from the Schwarzenegger Library.
Schwarzenegger Library?
Yes, the Schwarzenegger Presidential Library.
He was president?
Yes.
President.
I love that.
My reward is dinner and dancing at Taco Bell.
You do not realize that Taco Bell was the only restaurant to survive the franchise wars. Now all restaurants are Taco Bell.
What? Taco Bell out here like a monopoly now?
Enjoy your meal, sir.
Good thing I'm hungry.
What do you think of San Angeles 2032?
It's ridiculous.
Maybe you can book me a flight out of here when this sermon's over.
Tranquil humanity of the cryo prison system.
How about a 36-year nightmare about people caught in a burning building? It would have been more humane to stake me down and leave me to the crows.
The side effects of the cryo process are unavoidable. You were found guilty of criminal charges.
Call for backup. I'll be across the street. Bad guys about to do bad things.
Go for the truck! The food's in the truck!
Regret this the rest of your life. Both seconds of it. Good night.
Ooh.
Get him!
Geez, so those guys were just like living underground and popped up to steal some food?
Please, don't!
What the hell?
They're hungry.
Outcasts and deserters who choose to live beneath us in sewers and abandoned tunnels.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Hurting people's not a good thing. Sometimes it is, but not when it's a bunch of people looking for something to eat.
Oh, yeah. They were just hungry. They wanted food.
Past codes, roots to secret underground kingdoms. I like it a lot.
Your job is to kill Mr. Edgar Friendly and stop a revolution before it precipitates.
I'm gonna do your little dastardly deed, but it's gonna be a little bit more difficult than you thought. I'll need about 5 or 6 more special men. And none of them motherfuckers from New York. They're too uptight. And what do I get out of all of this?
What do you want?
Malibu. Good, I'll send you a memo.
Just do your job.
I think this guy thinks he can just very easily control Phoenix, but I don't think that's the case. Phoenix is, you know, he's his own dude with his own agenda. So I don't think he's gonna be nearly as easy to control as this guy thinks he is.
Clicked off a lot of credits to create the perfect 20th century.
Well, I'd say it's very...
Isn't it?
Some cool stuff in there.
Connection between sex and violence. General state of neurological arousal. I was wondering if you would like to have sex.
With you?
Mm-hmm.
Here? Now?
Mm-hmm.
That was so casual.
Oh, yeah.
Great!
Love boat.
What has she got with her?
There you go. Now just relax. I'll begin in a few seconds.
What is happening right now?
What's wrong? He broke contact.
Contact? I didn't even touch you yet.
What the f was that?
What do you say we just do it the old-fashioned way?
Ew, disgusting. Fluid transfer?
I mean, Boney, the wild mambo, the hunka chunka.
The hunka chunka.
The rampant exchange of bodily fluids was one of the major reasons for the downfall of society.
What are you doing?
Breaking the law.
You are a savage creature, John Spartan, and I wish you to leave my domicile now.
Shut down. Wow, that was not what I was expecting. That was really weird. Well, he knows now.
Listen, I'm sorry about last night. Here, I made this for you.
For me?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Look, I don't know what you guys put into my cryo slush, but when I thawed out, the first thing I wanted to do was knit. I can weave a throw rug right now with my eyes closed.
It's part of your rehab program.
I come out of cryo prison and I'm Betsy Ross.
Accessing Simon Phoenix Deep File Rehab 65R. Terrorism tactics, weapons training, martial arts, murder, death, kill.
Who develops these programs?
Well, Cocteau Industries, of course. Do not accuse the savior of our city of being connected with a multi-murder-death killer like Simon Phoenix.
I'll be subtle. I'm good at subtle. You programmed Phoenix's rehab to turn him into a terrorist, and I don't think his escape was an accident either.
Very subtle.
This display of barbaric behavior was unacceptable even in your time.
But it worked. I wonder about this head.
The only thing I haven't got under control is you. But that can be solved. Officer, return this man to cryostasis immediately. Be well.
Beef.
Johnston, you are fined one.
Well, that went well. Subtle. Very subtle.
So, you want to come with me, or you want to arrest me?
I'm with you. Let's go blow this guy.
Away. Blow this guy away.
Oh my god. She kills me. Wow. Whole little society down here.
No, hey, just relax. All I want's a burger and a beer if you got one. You want a slug? Oh, God. This is fantastic.
Just don't ask where the meat comes from. Do you see any cows around here, Detective?
Esta carne es de rata.
Rat. This is a rat burger. Not bad. Matter of fact, it's the best burger I've had in years.
Gracias, señor.
Wow. Whoa. Nice car.
A 1970 Oldsmobile 442.
He's impressed.
I'm impressed.
So did I. Hand up the glow rod. You got balls, cop, coming down here after the show you put on.
We're looking for a murder-death killer.
You tell Cocteau it's gonna take an army ass to get rid of me, because I don't give a shit. I got nothing to lose.
I don't know who the hell you are, let alone want to take you anywhere. So stay here, be well, and Cocteau's an ass. You're the guy outside Taco Bell. I guess you weren't part of the Cocteau plan.
According to Cocteau's plan, I'm the enemy. I want high cholesterol. I want to eat bacon and butter and buckets of cheese, okay? I've seen the future. You know what it is? It's a 47-year-old virgin sitting around in his beige pajamas, drinking a banana broccoli shake, singing, I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener. All I want to do is bury Cocteau up to his neck and let him think happy, happy thoughts forever.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice Jack Black back there.
Oh, I must have done something right in the previous life. 2 for the price of 1. Let's take them, boys. I'll be goddamn like a New York cockroach. Things go wrong.
I really like all the gear he's wearing. He looks really cool. Oh!
Okay, now what?
Of course, they're in the Oldsmobile too, of course.
Auto-inflate!
Auto-inflate.
Damn, that's pretty sweet.
I do. I guess
Oh,
I just
no.
push this pedal. Wow. Okay.
Oh god.
Doors open!
Doors opening.
Say hello to my little friend! She's gonna give you a haircut!
Oh no. Ooh.
You're dead, Spartan! Speak for yourself!
Oh.
Break! Break!
Oh god, malfunctioning! Oh god. That was not an airbag. That was like foam or something that just deployed. What was that?
Oh,
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
I thought your life force had been prematurely terminated.
Yeah, I thought I was history too. What the hell happened? All of a sudden, this car turned into a cannoli.
You're in shambles.
Don't worry, I can fix it later. All I need is a needle and thread.
He is a seamstress now. He can fix all the holes in his clothes.
John Spartan, you caveman, you're under arrest. Return to the cryo prison immediately.
I heard all about that. We'll talk later, Chief. Well, look at you. You get a bump in the noggin and you think you're Pancho Villa?
You're under arrest. This very concept negates the possibility of your leaving.
You can take this job and you can shovel it.
Shovel it.
Yeah?
Close enough.
San Angeles will be a beacon of order, purity of an ant colony.
He's still trying to kill him.
That's who you remind me of. An evil Mr. Rogers.
Put another log on the fire!
Kinda figured something like this might happen. Oh, god damn! Oh man. Nice job! Good. Good.
I'm impressed.
Oh, wow.
He's access to cryo prison. He's about to defrost the entire multi-lifer wing.
How many are there?
80. All without rehab.
Oh, we gotta stop this.
Oh,
I hope you understand this.
he doesn't want her to get hurt.
Send a maniac to catch a maniac.
I feel like if anyone can handle this, it's probably this guy, Spartan.
Accessed.
Oh. Ugh.
How about a little target practice? What do you say?
Oh my gosh. I feel like he just likes taunting and playing around with people. Oh.
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
Oh my god.
This is the best day of my life.
Oh.
Heads up!
No way! Oh. I was half expecting that whole building to just like be leveled, you know what I mean? Like just demolished.
Huxley, I did it for your own good.
You're supposed to be a team.
Oh!
Are all fluid transfer activities like this? Why?
Wow.
There's just one thing I want to know. How's that damn 3 seashell thing work?
He still never figured that out. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was hilarious. So many funny lines and just moments throughout this entire movie that had me laughing, and I really enjoyed that. I love the mixture of like violence with humor. I just enjoy movies that do that and do it well, and I feel like this movie did it really well. Sylvester Stallone's character, John Spartan, I thought he was really cool. You know, this kind of militarized police officer coming from a very warlike society, and having been frozen for as long as he was, you know, I think it was 36 years, and then when he woke up, when he was unfrozen, society had changed so much. The society they were in was just mind-boggling. Like, it was kind of wild how many things that they had deemed like bad, and how they would just give you a citation just for cursing. I feel like they would cite you for just about anything. But like, you weren't even allowed to eat chocolate. They're not allowed to have sex. That whole sex scene between Spartan and Huxley was hilarious and silly and really, really out there. Like, that was not what I was expecting at all. But it's just kind of wild, the amount of rules that this society had. It was just so absurd. But I really enjoyed Sylvester Stallone's character, John Spartan, and I especially enjoyed Wesley Snipes. I thought he did wonderful. He was such a good villain. He was very maniacal. Like, I can't really think of any other word to describe him, but he was very maniacal, and I feel like that's what made him such a good villain. I thought his performance was great. He also had me laughing a lot. He was just saying some of the most, you know, wild, out there things, but it was really funny. And I think he made a really good villain. I really enjoyed Sandra Bullock's character as well. She played Officer Huxley. You know, from the get-go, you could tell she just really wanted more in her life, just more out of her life in terms of her job. She didn't seem very fulfilled as a police officer because she was living in this very peaceful society where no crime was ever happening. So when crime finally did happen, you could just see how excited she was and how she wanted to, you know, be a part of the action. Huxley definitely had me cracking up a ton throughout this movie. She kept trying to say these phrases and things that she just didn't understand what they meant, and she would end up saying them completely wrong. And I thought that was hilarious. She definitely had me laughing a ton throughout this movie. Overall though, I definitely enjoyed the characters in this movie, you know, especially the 3 main characters, Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, and Sandra Bullock. I loved all 3 of their characters in this, and I actually really enjoyed the story. I thought it was really interesting, their whole concept of incarcerating people where, you know, instead of putting them in a prison, they froze them and rehabilitated them while they were frozen. I thought that was a really interesting concept. And, you know, just this whole idea of taking 2 people from a completely different society prior to being frozen, this warlike society they were living in, to, you know, 30 some odd years later, waking up in a completely different world, like a whole new world, and they were like polar opposite worlds, you know, from warlike society to this society where, I mean, it was like, you know, gumdrops and rainbows. And I thought that was pretty wild. I feel like you could definitely see like the drastic change in the society, and that was pretty wild. Kind of just seeing them trying to figure things out in the way the world was, and just seeing how much things have changed since they were initially frozen. Let me know what you guys thought of this movie. Let me know what you thought of my reaction. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate your support a ton. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Until next time. Dee dee.